and the ability to be able to push the ball down the field. Because no matter what level you're at, the way you win is don't turn it over, be explosive, score touchdowns in the red zone, be good on third downs, don't have lost yardage plays, and if you have a quarterback that can make off-schedule plays. That's where it starts, whether you're in 2-back, 3-back, no back. Those are all the same parameters when you go from an analytics standpoint. So in my mind, how do we get really elite at those categories that really matter? The thing I probably think most of all of it, when you say like what excites you the most, what excites me is when you hear what the players say about your quarterback. And when they say about complimentary things about that player in terms of wanting him as a teammate, wanting him to lead this team. Those are positives when you're talking about, okay, our success.
Yeah, well, I see why you got the job. That bullet point was too hard. See, you got to stay on schedule. But even he understands the specialness comes from what happens when it breaks down. Can you make something off schedule? And the thing about Shedeur Sanders is he make more off-schedule plays out of necessity than I done seen any young player do. Say that again. Like, let me know what you're saying.
Now, for you, when you go through this process where you're interviewing with the Ravens, and there's reportedly a lot of interest from you after helping Georgia win 2 straight national championships, what made you feel like this team, this opportunity was the right fit for you?
Great question. Probably very similar to how I felt about going to Georgia when I did, which was, okay, a culture that's already set, a team that's really good on defense. So what can you do to potentially go there and build on what they had done previously offensively? And that was probably one of the biggest things. You know, we're talking about stability as a head coach, culture, organization. That was probably the most intriguing thing of anything.
So when I've looked back through your career and the different places you've been, there's been a lot of different systems that you've run. It's not just one specific system where that's the only thing that you've done. It's been pass heavy at times. It's been featuring the tight end, balance. So as you look at the team here, what's your expectation for what this offense and what this system will look like?
Well, you're right. I've been through a lot of systems, you know, with different coaches and their beliefs, you know, in terms of how you attack people, which has been really good. I'm a byproduct of being around really good coaches and really good players that you learn a lot from, and I've learned a lot from both. And the system starts with having really good players. Okay, that's a start. You got really good players, that at least gives you a chance. And then trying to figure out, obviously you have to have an identity. And you cannot control the game if you can't run the football. You can't. You absolutely, the physicality of your team, and then everything comes from there. Now there's varying ways of doing that. Physicality doesn't have to mean that you are in 13 personnel or you have a fullback in the game. That's a part of it, that's for sure. But it also is physicality, whether you're in 1-back or 2-back, and the ability to be able to push the ball down the field. Because no matter what level you're at, the way you win is don't turn it over, be explosive, score touchdowns in the red zone, be good on third downs, don't have lost yardage plays, and if you have a quarterback that can make off-scheduled plays. That's where it starts.
Whoa, hold on.